Hello friends, welcome back once again in the video lecture series of digital electronics and microprocessor. So here we are going to learn about 8085 microprocessor. Before this video, I have released two more videos. I have released some more videos on basic microprocessor. What is microprocessor? What are their functionalities? And I have also taken one separate video on basic microcomputer organization. Right. So I will suggest you to please go and watch those videos before later on discussion on 8085 microprocessor. Right. So let's start with 8085 microprocessor. Actually, it was invented in 1977. Some books they are preferring 1976, some books they are preferring 1977. But on an average, it was in 1977. The first time it has been designed. Okay. So, what are the basic configurations that exist in 8085 microprocessor are? First is your 8-bit data bus. What is data bus? See. Data bus is nothing but a bus system. See, all the computer peripherals that are existing in computer system are connected by some bus system, right? These bus systems are responsible to carry data or address or both, right? So, every computer peripheral is having its own local memory. Not only the shared memory is having the memory, but every computer peripheral such as keyboard, it is also having its own local memory. Printer, it is also having its own local memory. Mouse, it is also having its own local memory, right? So these local memory are storing some instruction in it in the form of data, right? So that data has to be carried out through the bus system, right? If the data is being carried out through bus system, the bus system will be called as data bus. And for carrying out the data, 8-bit is assigned for the bus system, right? Next one is your address bus. Okay. Bus system is also having the responsibility of sharing or taking some addresses, right? So sharing or taking some addresses from one place to the microcontroller or not microcontroller, microprocessor is to be taken out by address bus. Next one is known as your PC. PC is nothing but a program counter. In the earlier video also I have given a brief discussion on program counter. That is, program counter is responsible to take the address of next instruction to be executed, right? Okay, fine. Next one is known as stack pointer. What do you mean by stack pointer? See, in ALU we are having a sort of stacks, right? And stack pointer is used to perform two types of operations. That is your push operation and pop operation, right? That is also known by incrementing and decrementing the pointer, right? So whenever we are going to increment or decrement the pointer, it will be done by 2. Means if you want to do the increment, it will be done by 2, and if you want to decrement, it will also decrement by 2. So stack pointer is used to increment or decrement the value of the pointer by 2, right? And what is the stack? See, stack is the very essential component in your ALU which performs all sorts of operations, right? Okay. Now, after that, there are 6 8-bit registers, and these are the registers. It starts from A. A is for accumulator, so it starts from B. B, C, D, E, F is not taken, H and L. So these are 6 general purpose registers, which is a very major component of 8085 to hold the data which is coming from the shared memory, right? Okay. So sometimes what happens, sometimes we need to have the pairing of these 6 registers. So how they will be paired? They will be paired like BC in one bunch, DE in one bunch, and HL in one bunch. So this is a brief introduction of the configuration of the 8085 microprocessor, which was invented in 1977. Let's on just discuss a brief story on what are the main functional unit. First is your ACC. ACC is nothing but a accumulator, which is the register which holds your final result. So final result is stored in accumulator, right? Next one is your ALU. ALU. What is ALU? ALU is nothing but arithmetic logical unit. That is it able to perform both the things. That is AU. AU means that is mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, right? And LU is for logical operations. Logical operations means logical unit. LU for logical unit which perform logical operations such as AND operation, OR operation. Means whenever you have to deal with the conditional statement, the logical unit plays an important role for performing the logical operation. That is why ALU is the, sometimes it is also a combination of AU and LU, that is arithmetic unit and logical unit. Okay, fine. Next is one general purpose register. Right now I have told you that these are the general purpose register which usually stores the data which is coming from various computer peripherals, such as mainly it is coming from your shared memory. PC, that I have already discussed, that it stores the address of the next instruction to be executed. Stack pointer, I have already told you stack pointer is nothing but it is the pointer. Stack pointer is the pointer which is holding the addresses of the various stack operations. Stack operations are of two types: push operation and pop operations. And whenever you want to increment or decrement these operations, it will be done by 2. Means if you want to do increment will be done by 2, or if you want to decrement something, it will be done by 2. Next one is your temporary register. See, this register is temporary register. Why it is known as temporary register? Because it holds some value for temporary time. Means it holds the value temporarily. Means holding the value is not displayed anywhere, right? It is the intermediate result if you want to store for a while. For that reason, you are also having temporary register, right? Next, very important is timing and control units, right? Timing and control units. So for that there are 4 types of signals. First is known as your control signals. Control signals are basically of 3 types. First is your ready, right? Means whether we are ready to perform any operation or not. Next one is your read operation, right? And after that, the next one is your write operation. So read operation and write operation, although I will take in the next session when I will teach you the pin diagram of 8085 microprocessor. See, but for your better understanding, see, what is the read operation? बस सिस्टम के पास डेटा आ गया है, अब उस डेटा के थ्रू आपका आईओ और मेमोरी उस डेटा को रीड करना चाह रहा है, दैट इज नोन एज योर रीड ऑपरेशन। शैल आई स्पीक आउट वन सेकंड? मींस बस सिस्टम के थ्रू, क्योंकि वी नो दैट कि बस सिस्टम इज रिस्पांसिबल टू ट्रांसफर और ट्रांजिट द डेटा फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस। सो जैसे ही आईओ के पास या मेमोरी के पास बस सिस्टम लेकर के डेटा आता है, सो वेदर द मेमोरी और आईओ इज रेडी टू read those data or not, that is for your read operation. What is the write operation? That whatever the data is coming through bus system, right? So those data I want to modify, I want to write again back on memory or IO. So whether we can do it or not, means whether we can write the data on memory or IO devices or not, that is done by your write instruction. Next one is your status signal. Status signal is your S0, S1, S0, S1 I will take in the later section. IO and memory. IO means IO devices and memory means shared memory. Next one is your DMA signal, which is basically of two types. One is your hold and one is your hold acknowledgement. See, what is DMA? Sometimes what happens, I want to execute some of the instruction, right, in the absence of microprocessor. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible in OS that instead of executing some instruction which should not be handled by that CPU, so we will, for sometimes we will omit the CPU, we will just neglect the CPU, and that is known as direct memory access, right? That is known as your DMA signal. That is known as your hold and hold A. Means these two instructions are not having the participation of CPU. Holding anything or holding any acknowledgement is not at all, is the part of the CPU. That is why this is known as your DMA signal. That is your direct memory access, right? We are accessing the memory directly without giving the knowledge to the CPU. That is known as your DMA. But there are very few operations, those are DMA operations, right? Next one is very important, set and reset signals. That comes under your reset signals only, in which we are having two types of signals, that is reset in and reset out.